Okay, so we're going to do FuhSheezy, and this channel, FuhSheezy, came out with this one a couple weeks ago, and everyone really loved it. Everyone reacted to it, and I, as you can see, have watched maybe 30 seconds or something of it by accident, and I really intended to do a reaction like 2 weeks ago, and it kept being on my list, and I just kept not getting around to it, and then they came out with this one, which is, just about as popular, and I was like, oh wow, they're coming out with more, I'd better catch up with this one. So anyways, I don't know a huge amount about this one, but because everyone's been talking about it, I know, and I also saw I know a little bit about it. I think it is inspired by Leaflet's very famous video, Put Them in the Box. And so this is 1 month ago, extremely famous Leaflet AI animated music video about Asmongold, Put Them in the Box. So I think it's inspired by that, but also inspired by the Skybrows universe. So anyways, let's stop rambling about it and actually go in and watch it. And here we go. Okay, and like usual, I'm going to try to do a clean watch through with no or almost no pausing, and then I will try to go through it and pause and get references and cameos and all that stuff. And let's see. We've got, just in this first screen here, we got Leaflet in her human form. She's a very popular VTuber. Here's Asmongold as the lead singer. And he is not a VTuber, but he's a YouTuber, very popular. And then this, I think, is Kirsche or Kirsche. She is a fox VTuber with silver hair, and she usually has either cherry earrings or a hat full of fruit or some other characteristics that that distinguish her. So I think this is probably Kirsche, but I'm not 100% certain because I don't see cherry earrings or any of that, but probably is her. Okay, so let's rewind, and then I'll try not to pause.
You clown, grinning, typing essays, but scared to leave the town. Pull them up, time to see the fraud. Crayon warrior spamming in my chat. Oh Lord, pull them up. Pull them up. Pulling them up. Chat popping off like they invented the game. As my retail dead, bro, you're still on the same lane. Levels it out, haven't touched 10 games since BFA, but opinions harder than GDKP drama, okay? Spam balled every stream like it's original. Let me breathe for a sec. Y'all recycled the same 3 lines every politics stream. Far right turn, grifter, coach, Trump's a meme supreme. I read your 400-word manifestos of pain. Then I hit ban and it's rinse repeat again. You ain't here for debate, you want the outrage clip. Dopamine ping when destiny or Hasa name drops the script. So next time you type some unhinged reply, remember gray icon, I still see the light. Pull them up, gray screen legends, anonymity or crutch. Pull them up, keyboard kings who crumble at a single touch. Crayon warrior spamming in my chat, oh lord. Pull them up, talk shit in the dark. Before when the lights on, picture take's already gone. Let's end this right. Chat full of clowns in the dead of night. Pull them up, or fade to black. As I'm signing off, your cope attack is whack. Pull them up, one more for the lurkers. Pull them up, show yourself or get murked. Asmongold still standing, wave goodbye to the flame. Gray name army. Fade to black.
Okay, well, that was a really cool song. It sounded like a generic but higher quality 80s rock anthem kind of song. And the AI animation I liked. It was a little bit rough in places, but for the most part, it was high quality. And there are some errors I noticed. Now, look at Kirsche's claws here. I really like the fact that they have her as having actual claws because she's a fox. And but I noticed throughout the video that the claws change color. Like sometimes they're black claws, sometimes they're white claws, and I think once they were purple claws. Now the various guitar solos when she's playing and then the background gets really dramatic and wheels around behind her, I really like those scenes, and they remind me a lot of 1980s music videos. So really, really awesome stuff there. Really captures the feel of that. And the animation style changes a little bit from time to time. Like sometimes they do this oil painting kind of style. And some videos that have done that, I found it jarring. This one, not really jarring, maybe a little bit irritating, but I hardly even noticed it. And I think it did fit some of the time. Now, let's see, let's go back here. So we've got So we've got Nux Taku on the drums. And he kind of has like a much younger and much more anime look than usual. And the mask he usually has hanging on the side of his face is gone. It is not there. Now, I've heard a lot of AI animation and AI live action video creators, they have problems with a mask that AI really wants to either put the mask on the face or it wants it to be somewhere else, like hanging at the belt. Putting a mask that hangs on the side of the face is something that, no matter how detailed you tell the AI to do it, oftentimes it just fails to do it. So I can understand Nux's mask being gone. You know, maybe this AI creator just decided it was too irritating to deal with, and decided to remove it in order to, you know, get higher quality results without that. So I understand that. That might be a style choice just to make it easier on the AI. And let's see, let's go.
Pull them up, show your face, you clown!
Okay, so I think this is like about ICE riots and stuff like that that's been happening in the country that people get really worked up about. And of course, the riots are getting particularly bad in Minnesota.
Grinning, typing essays, but scared to leave the town. Pull them up.
Okay, and then of course, Trump, who is a hero to many of the people on the right. To me, not so much. I'm more irritated. I don't hate Trump, but I don't like him. And but I do admit that in some of these videos he is amusing, and in this one he is amusing.
Time to see the fraud. Crayon warrior.
Okay, and then we've got I think she changed clothing, and the animation style changed a little bit again. But like Asmongold, look at how much he looks like, you know, an 80s rocker. I mean, well, not so much like an 80s rocker, maybe more like a 70s rocker. But yeah, if he was an 80s rocker, his hair would be giant. But yeah, look at him. He looks very much like a rocker. He's got the rugged handsomeness. He does look his age, but he's not losing any hair. And he's got all these fans. So that's like how he was portrayed in Put Them in the Box. He's like a singer, a rock star, and the fans are really all around him and at him.
In my chat. Oh Lord, pull them up.
Okay, and then this, I think, is someone trying to get over the wall. So they're either trying to escape from a prison or they're trying to get over the wall from Mexico into the United States or something like that. Oh, and I kind of like the way that the lyrics are saying pull them up just as he's like, looks like he's trying to do pull-ups. So I appreciate that it kind of matches like that in a way that's kind of like a pun. Like he looks like he's trying to do pull-ups and it says pull them up. Okay, and then these are the super woke people that say they're trying to get rid of hate speech. But basically that's just an excuse for, you know, censorship of a type that looks very similar to what the Soviet Union was doing in the 1980s. And these people are promoting censorship under other names. They're like, you know, it's illegal for the government to do this much censorship, so we will campaign. The government will try to outsource censorship to us, and then we'll try to change the laws so that censorship is more, you know, legal than it used to be. So there's a whole bunch of things like that that are happening that this stuff is referring to. So the increase of censorship, and not just in America, but around the world, but I think this is probably referring it to America. Huge increase in censorship. And it used to be the right that was all about censorship. You know, it was the right wing that wanted to censor video games really heavily and wanted to censor textbooks really heavily and all that stuff. But then around the turn of the millennium, that started to change, and it started to be the left wing that was more pro-censorship. And of course, since 2010 or so, it's just got really bad with the censorship, especially the last 10 years. Okay, and then this is Amelia, very popular meme from the Pathways video game. And she's got the British flag, and this is a more goth version of her than usual, but that really fits with the hard rock song. So she's a little bit goth in most versions, but in this version she really looks quite goth. Like they invented the game. Okay, and then this, yeah, look at how they're trying to make Asmongold look extremely cool. Yeah, they're really making him look extremely cool. And let's keep going. Okay, and then I'm not sure who this person is that they're arresting, but I think he is the same one that they show in jail at a later scene. Okay, and then they're covering up this word, but I'm not even sure what it is, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, so this is Jeffrey Epstein, and then all these papers, which are the Epstein files, are falling over the map of America. So all these Epstein files are gradually coming out in a messy way, but not as fast as they were supposed to, according to various court rulings. They're coming out much slower than that. And then as they fall, a number of them are catching on fire, which I think represents the way that they were very poorly redacted. Often too much was redacted, or what was redacted, it was redacted in a really bad way, where it'd be redacted in some documents and then not redacted in exact copies of other documents, or it'd be redacted in a way where you could just do something to the file and the redactions would disappear. All kinds of weird shenanigans were happening with that. And they're still not all out. There's still a lot of these that are going to be released probably over the next year or more. And who knows if they'll ever release all of them. This has been something that's made people very frustrated on the left and the right. Everyone is really fed up with the Epstein files situation. Like it's original fire. Mom's basement echo chamber fueling the desire. Backseat radar pauses in the red every night. Pull bigger Asmon, you. Okay, so I'm not sure what this represents with red lasers coming out of the loudspeakers, or with all these chains being on these people, and then the chains go across to the other side as well. I'm not sure what this is about. Okay, and then this is Elon Musk. I'm not sure what he's doing. He just sort of raises both hands up. Okay, and then I was really surprised, like, Nux Taku just keeps getting younger and cuter. Like, look at him. He's like, is he turning into a chibi form or something? Yeah, it's humorous. It's definitely humorous to see that, like, he just keeps getting younger and younger. Very weird. Okay, so it says Immigration Custom Enforcement, which is the ICE vehicles, and then these are rioters. Oh, are these red things the lasers they use? Oh, I think the red things in the previous scenes were the lasers they use. Yeah, they use these lasers. I think these lasers need to be taken away from them because they cause eye damage. So this should be considered a physical attack when the rioters are using the lasers because they cause eye damage. And I also think that the loudspeakers need to be taken away from them because I think those are causing hearing damage. So both of those things, the lasers and the loudspeakers, should be legitimate reasons to arrest rioters, even if they haven't done anything else. That's what I believe. Pull them up, gray screen legends, anonymity or crutch. Okay, and then this is the extremely muscular version of the Doge meme, so probably a Skybrowse reference, since this particular version of the Doge meme appears in lots of Skybrowse videos. Pull them up, keyboard kings who crumble at a single touch. Creative warriors Okay, so I'm wondering if this is the same guy that was sitting in the car the earlier and got arrested. Does this represent someone who got unjustly arrested, or is this someone who was rightfully arrested and then is unjustly being let out? And who is this person? I'm not sure.
Chat, oh Lord, pull them up, talk shit in the dark.
Okay, so does this represent someone in particular? I can't see their face, so I'm not sure.
Fold when the lights on.
Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, so this is a Don P. Bongwater reference. So Don P. Bongwater is another AI creator who is very well established and actually does these like live streams where he shows people exactly what he does step by step to make his AI videos. And one of the recurring jokes that Don P. Bongwater has is that lobsters are sort of like an attraction for the streamer Tectone. That Tectone always has like girls in lobster costumes hanging on him and girls in lobster bikinis hanging on him and all kinds of lobster related jokes. And, you know, he's got lobster themed VTubers on the side of his car, and, you know, just every single way that they can try to put in a joke about Tectone being attracted to lobsters, they will put in there. So this is a reference to that joke. And then this is a reference to truck nuts, which Don P. Bongwater and I think some of the other AI creators as well, I'm not sure, have Tectone wearing truck nuts or a necklace that says truck nuts.
Already gone.
Okay, yeah, see, there it was. That was when it says Don P, that's a reference to Don P. Bongwater. Okay.
Now chat's full of blue check moralists on a crusade. Asmongold, you're a racist bro. Typed in.
Okay, so what? It's a racist bro. Is that what it says?
Asmongold, you're a racist bro.
Yeah, it says racist bro. So this guy in the chains is covering up the racist bro sign. I'm not sure what that symbolizes. Is he being called a racist and he's trying to cover it up? Or is he, I don't know what's happening there. Okay.
Typed in rage mode, delay, clip my take on borders, immigration.
Okay, so this giant gorilla fighting lots of guys, this is something that's also appeared in Skybrow's videos. And the gorilla is usually Harambe, a real-life gorilla that is now deceased. So not a gorilla streamer or VTuber, but a real-life gorilla that's now deceased. And it also refers to this book, I forget what the name of it is, a book about like how a really manly man can fight gorillas or something like that. Some sort of manosphere influential book. I forget who wrote it or what the name of it is, but something like that. So it refers to both things. It's a double reference, I think. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes when you pause AI videos, even if they look fine when you run them, when you pause them, they look really weird.
Watch leftist lurkers up just to see, dropping essays on far right grip while you grieve. Virtue signal ratio attempt gonna fly.
Okay, and then is this anything? It's just, yeah, it's just all distorted. I don't think it's another language or anything. It could be another language, but I really doubt it. Okay, so it's just a whole bunch of AI text. Probably that this speaker is saying. Is this Trump? I'm not sure. It's just a generic guy with a red coloring. So I think maybe this is just a generic Republican politician, and that's why he's red. And this is representing his speech back here. Okay, so this guy looks so specific that he probably is an actual person and not some generic character. And then this is the 6-7 meme.
Pull them up, gray screen legends, anonymity or crush. Pull them up, keyboard kings who crumble at a single touch.
Okay, so that is that. So people hiding in a wheat field. Is that people trying to cross from Mexico, or is this referring to something else, like, I don't know, people trying to escape from various countries that are at war? I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and then I don't know who these people are, but I did notice that the background changed back to like a sort of oil paint style, but a very rough one. So I don't know who these people are.
Spamming in my chat. Oh Lord, pull them up, pull them.
Okay, so this is Tectone. And let's see, I can't read any of this text, but yeah, this is Tectone, a very famous streamer, and he's the guy that the lobster jokes are being made about.
Talk shit in the dark. Before when the lights on, bitch, your take's already gone.
Okay, and then is this a migrant camp being raided by Border Patrol? Maybe, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he smashes the chains, but then as he smashes them, the chains grow and there's a lot more of them, and then a lot of hair comes out of the chains. Okay, I think these might be AI errors, so I'm not sure what... So I think when the chains were smashed, they were meant to be broken, not to grow into more chains. So I think this is probably an AI error. I'm not sure what it's symbolizing. Or actually, isn't the hammer like the symbol of communism? Yeah, isn't the hammer the symbol of communism? So maybe this is a communist, and he tries to smash the chains, but when he tries to smash them, the chains grow. And it represents how communism is going too far to the left. And when communists try to smash the chains and create freedom, they actually create more chains. So that might be what this is.
Let me breathe for a sec. Y'all recycled the same 3 lines.
Okay, I'm not sure what this is here. So cats are operating on a mouse, and then they just fight with each other. Maybe it's representing corruption in the medical industry. I'm not sure.
Every politics stream, far right turn, grifter coach, Trump's a meme supreme. I read your 400.
Oh, I saw a little AI error here that I wanted to talk about. Okay, let's go.
Trump's a meme.
Okay, so you probably saw it there just briefly. You saw that ear on Kirsche. And so she has 4 ears in some of her scenes, and then some scenes she does not. So when these VTubers who have like fox ears or cat ears or whatever, when they have 4 ears, that's usually an AI error, because not very many of them have that on their actual VTuber model. And I'm pretty sure that she does not have that on her actual VTuber model. I can't quite remember, but I think she does not. So that's usually an AI error, but it can be really hard to prevent the AI from doing that, especially like putting an ear on briefly and then taking it away, because it really wants to put human ears here, and the AI is stupid, so it will keep doing that even if you tell it not to a lot of times. Oh, why won't it go? Come on.
I read your 400-word manifestos of pain, then I hit ban and it's rinse.
Okay, and then these are anti-ICE protesters who often turn into rioters. And are they specific people? I think this guy kind of looks like Alex Preddy, who lost his life. I'm not sure, though. And do these words mean anything on the businesses? I don't think so. I think this is just AI distortion on words and letters, which often does. But I was really impressed by this fuck ice. I said the word. Oh, I'm so sorry. I said the word. I said the F-bomb. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said the F-bomb. I'm sorry. I said it. I'm sorry. Well, I can't do a fresh reaction now because I've already gotten this far. Okay, so you guys will just forget that I said the F-bomb word. You'll forget it, right? You won't tell anyone. All you guys will forget that I said the F-bomb word. Okay, sorry about that. I was just reading it and said it without thinking. I'm sorry. Okay, so this F-bomb ice banner here, the way that it unfurls and is shown, I think that's really impressive animation because it as it unfurls, it doesn't seem to be distorted. Like all these letters have the typical AI distortion, but this one did not, even as it was being unfurled. And let's look at it again.
Manifestos of pain, then I hit ban and it's rinse repeat.
Yeah, look at how smoothly that was animated. It really looks well animated. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe they did like a backwards animation thing where they started with this image and then said sort of like fold it together and pull it backwards. Because there's some things that's very difficult to get AI to do in the right way, but if you get it to do it backwards and then you just reverse the video, sometimes it'll work a lot better. Sorry about saying that F-bomb. I don't think I have ever done that while I was recording before. I'm very sorry. Okay.
You ain't here for debate, you want the outrage clip. Dopamine ping when destiny or Hassan name drops the script. So next time you type some unhinged reply.
Okay, and I think the way that Trump is dancing here is really amusing. I really like it. And look at these expressions he gets on his face, and he's just dancing and looking at the crowd so happy. It's really amusing.
Remember gray icon, I still see the light. Pull them up, gray screen legends, anonymity or crutch. Pull them up, keyboard kings who crumble at a single touch.
Okay, now this, I don't know who the mask-wearing guy was, but I feel like he's someone I should know. And then the guy in the shopping cart, is this the guy from those prank movies that are like 20 years old or something? Is this the guy from those movies? I'm not sure.
Crayon warrior spamming in my chat. Oh Lord, pull them up, pull them up. Talk shit in the dark. Before when the light.
Okay, now this looks like someone in particular. I think, is this Jake Lang? Is that Jake Lang? Or one of those other investigative journalists? I'm not sure.
It's on, picture takes already gone.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the four ears error again. So we have the four ears error. And see, this is one of the places where her claws change color. See, they were black in the very early part of the video, and now she's got white claws. But, you know, other than the color changing, I really do like the way that these claws are. Look at how the hand is detailed, and it doesn't look very distorted at all, just slightly distorted when you pause it. And I like the way these claws are shaped. See, when they're seen from different angles, they look the way they should look. So they're very detailed and well done claws here. I just wanted to pause here and say how much I like the music. I think the like instrumental sections that go really hard with the beat. They're really like very 80s reminiscent, and they're not the super hard rock like the metal, which I occasionally like but usually don't. It's like just the right amount of hard rock. It's very good, and it's like high energy. And look at him, he's getting younger and younger. What is he, like 5 years old now? Look at how young he's getting. This is weird. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and now he's turned into a goth with his dark eye makeup.
Pull them up.
Okay, so this looks like an ICE detention center, and this guy is being let out. Is that what's happening?
Pull them up. Yeah, let's end this ride.
Okay, so speech survives. Okay, so these are free speech activists, which, you know, is the side that I'm on.
A chat full of clowns in the dead of night. Pull them up, pull them up.
Okay, so this is Nick Shirley, and this is the very famous Quality Leering Center, an actual daycare, or, well, not so actual daycare, I should say, in Minnesota. That was in his first documentary about the Minnesota fraud, and this was the place that was perhaps most obvious at just the slightest amount of inspection that it was extremely fishy. And just even the sign itself, where, you know, they're supposedly teaching kids and they can't even spell learning correctly. And there was other stuff like, you know, the more you looked into it, the more things did not make sense at all. So this was one of the things that was like, if anyone had spent 10 minutes looking into this, it would have been so fishy. It would have been like shut down years ago, but somehow it was still going. It was still going. So yeah, and Nick Shirley sells these sweatshirts with this on it, except it says 1-800-FRAUD here.
Or fade to black. As one signing off, your cope attack is whack. Pull them up. One more for the lurkers. Pull them up. Show yourself or get murdered.
Okay, so let me see it. Oh yeah, the lyrics here. That when it says
Pull them up. Show yourself or get murked.
Yeah, so that phrase "get murked" is referring to mercenaries. And it's a very bad phrase, so do not ever say "get murked" to anyone.
One still standing, wave goodbye to the flame. Great name army.
Okay, so this is probably Harambe again.
Fade to black.
Okay, and then I'm not sure what this represents. Is this like a city that's been completely taken over by the left and it's all full of garbage on the streets and it proclaims equality for all, but it really doesn't seem very equal? Is that what this represents? And then there's like super rich coming along in a jet, sort of contrasted with this extreme poverty. So that might be what it's doing here. Oh yeah, and this is one of the sequences I was talking about where Kirsche just does the guitar playing and then the sort of the background behind her just like swirls and stuff. This is very reminiscent of like the really hard rocking guitar solos in like 80s songs. So very, very good, very enjoyable. Oh, and this is the thing I mentioned earlier. Look, her nails have turned purple now. Amusing AI error, and it doesn't really detract. It's not very noticeable. Oh, wait, no, don't mute it. Why did it mute? Okay, let's unmute it. Oh, and another AI error, I think, where those buildings suddenly got taller. Let's look at that again. Yeah, or rather more buildings appear. Not that they got taller, but rather that more buildings appear. And here you can get a better look at her purple nails now. Okay, so that was super cool. I saw a ton of cameos. Not quite as many cameos as I was expecting from what people were talking about, but almost as many as I was expecting. Almost as many. And I think it is pretty cool. And touches on a lot of issues, so they're not just random cameos or things put together without much thought to what sequence they're put together in. They're put together well, they make sense. The actions of characters sort of fit up with the mood of the music and the lyrics of the music. So I think, yeah, the animation is matched to the music fairly well, and some of the animation is really beautiful. Like, look at this sunset or sunrise, really ominous here, but also really beautiful. And then some of it is weird errors, but they're not too bad of errors, and they are amusing. Like this, where he's getting smaller and smaller, and look, he even looks like he's kind of shrinking back into his coat. Like look at this arm. He's like shrinking into his coat. It's quite amusing. Okay, and yeah. So it looks pretty cool. I really like it, and I think I probably will not put a giant list of cameos and references into the description. Maybe a little bit. I might fill that out later, but I think I got most of the important ones while I was watching it. And if people help me get the ones I didn't get, maybe I'll go back later and do that giant description thing. But I think since I mostly got them, I might not need to do that, and I've got a lot of videos to work on, so I might not have time to do it anytime real soon. Okay, so that was a recording. It was a good video, and I did enjoy it. I hope to come and do FuhSheezy's other video as soon as I can. It was fun.